Now then, young man, has turned into a northern person who happens to sound like Jimmy Savile. Sorry, people of the north, I'm not in no way saying that you are kiddly fiddlers. Kipper fiddlers, yeah. Oh, then again, saying that, I like to fiddle with a kipper. Anyway, shall we get on with the thing in hand and stop leading me astray? So, famous fingers. Look, we're going to dance for you. It's a northern dance, that is. Sorry. We're going to talk about power tubes now. Now, what I want to show you here, this is a sized and fitted power tube. This is one I've done earlier in true Blue Peter fashion. Now, what I want to show you here is that if you look inside this groove, well, you can't look inside it, but you can just generally see that it's nice silvery and shiny. That's because I've taken off about 3 or 4 microns out of there. Remember, you've got to do the maths for both sides, yeah, because you're taking off the outside of a circle. So just think what you're taking off and then double it. That will give you your reduction in your outside ID, okay? Outside ID, or OD rather. You can't have an outside ID! Oh, I can hear you all now on YouTube, man. Outside OD being the outer circumference of the circle there, okay? Simple bit of maths. Now, what I also want to show you is that this power tube is much bigger inside, down here, okay? So it has a much bigger volume. Yeah, you can see it quite well there, actually. The idea of the bigger volume is to give you a much better first shot with much less first shot drop off. Also makes the gun much more consistent. We're only talking about a difference of about 10 cc's a difference, not even that, 5 to 10 cc's of air. However, when that air is under pressure, of course, 10 cc's can be 50 cc's, you know what I mean? Good band as well, 10 cc, I like them. So this is already sized, and again, it's a lovely fit. See, this is already checked. There's no aggravation in there, there's no grippiness. Now, I haven't put a spring in this yet, I will be putting a spring in a minute, but I don't put the spring in if I'm checking fit, because the spring will basically give you a false reading. Also, on the front of this one, I just want to show you there's a little foamy nose. So this is a Lux bolt with a soft nose tip, okay? Like we used to have on the Auto Mags, it's got a foamy. These are not production items. These are not made by Lux. This is something I do here personally. Notice that the front of this is polished alloy. This was an old bolt that had been used for reball use. Your Lux, or indeed any paintball gun that's sold anywhere in the universe, not made to shoot reballs, yeah? Some guns suffer really badly from shooting reballs. Some guns can't tell the difference. So I'm just pointing you out, the reason why this is all shiny and silver at the front is that this was an old bolt that was reballed, and basically the extra force on the bolt would completely and utterly take the anodizing off where the O-rings start and stop. So I just want to advise and warn you on that, okay? This is a prototype one that I'm going to do in with this Lux. Yeah, I just like to play with things. The guy will, our Kelv will get his standard bolt back once I've polished out the tip here. What I like to do is I like to remove all sharp edges, round everything off and give it a nice front profile. I'll show you that on a bolt I have done already. This is a much older bolt, but you generally get the idea here. This is a nice round front. This is actually not too bad, but I would knock off that front sharp edge. The main reason I like doing that is bolt speeds nowadays being much higher. Really don't want any sharp edges contacting your paintball shell. If you're using brittle paint, it's going to break it. Okay, so we're going to put these, I'm going to set it up with this foamy one and the standard bolt. Yeah, it'll be a combination of the two on this bolt tube here, which has a bigger internal diameter. Now, I'm still playing with these, and I've been playing with these a long time. And that's of course when I saw the other aftermarket bolts, funny enough, with the larger internal diameters. larger outside diameters as well, making use of dead space to fill with volume. It's a very, very clever way to do it. But again, here at Lux, being official, we do not sell aftermarket bolts. So it'll probably be better if you don't ring and ask. Because I'll just say, did you read the video? Read the video. Did you watch the video? Yeah, I'm getting really anal now. So what we'll be doing next is we'll be checking the fire cans for fit. So we'll be doing that one, and I'll run through some different O-rings here. So this is one I've already done, and it's a lovely fit. If I had one that was really tight and I changed all the O-rings, I would probably just remachine these grooves. You're probably only looking at a bit of a few microns. There could even be some rough casts in there that are making the O-rings push more than they should do onto the bolt, okay? It's little things like that that make such a big difference. So we're going to go to reassembly now. We're going to reassemble the gun, and then we're going to put some air through it, see what it sounds like. More importantly, see what that first shot sounds like, okay? So once we've done that, we'll come back to you and we'll show you in the next video. Okay, I'll see you in a minute, dude.